Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're into celebrity drama, today's video is going to be an absolute treat. We're diving into something we've all been waiting for. Jennifer Garner is finally opening up about Ben Affleck, and it's revealing more than we ever thought possible. For years, there's been speculation, whispers, and rumors about what really went on behind the scenes, and now, at 51, Garner is peeling back the curtain. Stay tuned because we'll be going deep into what she's exposing, and it's bound to surprise you. But before we get started, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're always up to date with our latest videos. We've got plenty more jaw-dropping stories like this coming your way, and you won't want to miss them. Now, let's get into it. Jennifer Garner has always been known for being a class act. Whether it's on-screen or off, she's maintained an air of grace and poise, even when her personal life has been dragged into the spotlight. For years, she's kept quiet about Ben Affleck, never airing their dirty laundry despite being in the middle of the media circus. But now, it seems like Garner has had enough. Slowly but surely, she's begun to share more about her experience, and what she's revealing is shedding light on what many of us suspected but never knew for sure. At 51, Jennifer Garner is no longer holding back. With age comes wisdom, and in her case, a readiness to tell her truth. What we're seeing now is a more confident, self-assured Jennifer, someone who's ready to set the record straight. While she's been careful not to point fingers directly, Garner has been making subtle but pointed remarks about Affleck's personal struggles. It's no longer about protecting his image, it's about revealing the truth and sharing how his battles have affected not only her but their children and extended family. The public may have always seen Ben Affleck as the charming actor with a troubled side, but Jennifer's perspective paints a much deeper, more complex picture of who he really is behind closed doors. For years, fans and media outlets have speculated about Ben Affleck's struggles. His battles with addiction, his tumultuous relationships, and the highs and lows of his career have been a constant source of tabloid fodder. While Garner has never directly confirmed these rumors in the past, it's clear now that there was always more to the story. And it's becoming apparent that Ben's struggles were not just personal, but deeply impacted his family. Jennifer has been subtly exposing the emotional toll of living alongside someone like Affleck. She's talked about the effort it took to maintain a sense of normalcy in their household while Ben went through his personal battles. Whether it was his addiction issues or his unpredictable behavior, Garner has hinted that her role as the rock in the family was far more demanding than anyone knew. We've always suspected that being in Ben Affleck's orbit must be difficult. From his well-documented stints in rehab to his public breakdowns, Affleck's personal demons have been on full display for the world to see. But what we didn't know was the extent of the emotional and psychological strain this put on his family, particularly Jennifer. Garner has always been a private person, but in recent months, she's opened up about the toll Affleck's behavior took on her emotional well-being. While she's never portrayed herself as a victim, it's becoming clear that she shouldered an enormous burden during their time together. In interviews, she's hinted at the constant pressure to keep everything together, to be the glue that held the family intact, even when Affleck's behavior threatened to tear it apart. The emotional rollercoaster that was Ben's life didn't just affect him, it took a significant toll on Jennifer, too. She's made it clear that, at times, it felt like she was living with two different people. One, the loving, charismatic man she fell in love with, and the other, a troubled individual grappling with addiction and emotional instability. One of the things we all suspected was just how much Jennifer sacrificed to keep things afloat. Now, Garner is confirming that those suspicions were correct. Whether it was attending public events with a brave face while privately struggling with Ben's ups and downs, or working behind the scenes to help him get the treatment he needed, Jennifer has finally let us in on just how challenging it was to navigate life with Affleck. Despite all the challenges, one thing Garner has made clear is that her priority has always been their children. In many of her recent comments, she's emphasized the importance of creating a stable environment for their kids, even when things behind the scenes were anything but stable. It's no secret that co-parenting with Affleck has its difficulties, but Jennifer has remained steadfast in her dedication to ensuring that their children feel loved, supported, and protected. In fact, Jennifer has spoken about how, in many ways, her role as a mother gave her the strength to endure the challenges of her relationship with Ben. She's mentioned how, even when things were at their worst, she would focus on their kids as her motivation to keep pushing forward. She wanted them to have a sense of normalcy, even if it meant sacrificing her own happiness and well-being in the process. What's especially interesting is how Garner has managed to strike a balance between being honest about the challenges of co-parenting with Affleck, while still maintaining respect for his role as their father. She's careful not to villainize him, but it's clear that she's done a lot of the heavy lifting when it comes to providing emotional stability for their children. One of the most poignant revelations Garner has made centers around Affleck's battle with addiction. We all knew about Ben's struggles with alcohol, but Jennifer has made it clear that these issues were much more severe and pervasive than the public realized. She's spoken about how deeply these problems impacted their family dynamic, and how hard it was for her to watch someone she cared about so deeply spiral out of control. Garner's comments have been laced with both sadness and resolve. She's talked about the pain of watching Affleck fight his demons, and how helpless she often felt in the face of his addiction. But at the same time, she's also made it clear that she did everything she could to support him, whether it was helping him seek treatment or being there for him when he needed a shoulder to lean on. What's interesting is that Garner hasn't just framed herself as the long-suffering ex-wife. She's made it clear that while Ben's addictions were difficult to deal with, she's proud of the progress he's made. But she's also been honest about the fact that his battles are ongoing, and that recovery is never a straight line. Another aspect of Ben Affleck that Jennifer has subtly exposed is his unpredictability. She's hinted that, while Ben is a deeply caring and loving person, his moods could change in an instant, making it difficult to predict how he would react in different situations. This unpredictability wasn't just a strain on their marriage, it made their entire family dynamic unstable. Garner has mentioned how challenging it was to keep things on an even keel when Affleck's moods could swing from one extreme to another. She's also talked about how, over time, she became adept at managing these swings, doing her best to shield their kids from the worst of it. But now, as she reflects on those years, it's clear that the emotional toll on her was significant. This side of Ben is something that many fans have long suspected. We've seen glimpses of it in his public appearances, where he sometimes seems upbeat and engaged, and other times appears distant and disengaged. Garner's recent revelations confirm what we've long thought, that this unpredictability wasn't just a public persona, but a deeply ingrained part of who Ben Affleck is. And there you have it. Jennifer Garner, at 51, is finally sharing what we've all suspected about Ben Affleck. She's revealing the complexities of their relationship, his battles, and the emotional strain that came with it all. But what's clear is that Garner has emerged from it stronger, more confident, and ready to focus on her own happiness. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss another celebrity update. We've got a lot more to share, and trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.